Hello, lovers, the dreamers, and me. I'm Mogo, and it's great to be back. This is Tinman and the Bat, as if you couldn't tell from the title card, and I review the good, the bad, and the mediocre. This is my sidekick, Greg, and he's gonna kick off our new title sequence. Hit it, Greg.
Will somebody please cue that voice?
Samurai pizza cat.
Oh yeah!
Who do you call when you want some pepperoni?
Samurai pizza cat.
Right on!
They're stamping out crime, and you know that ain't baloney.
What did you do that for? It was just getting good.
Just play the damn theme song already.
テストが難しい娯楽誘惑断ち切れない帰ってテレビを見ていたい最近アニメが面白いとにかくテストが難しい合格数は特にむずい型社会も平均点得意なのは体育くらいなもう止まれさ
Summer's winding down a bit, but like the last cookout, the last bit of ice cream, or the last naked run through the parks while the cops chase you, the last swim with summer is important. So that's why I'm all giving us a metaphorical last swim with summer, one of my favorite summer episodes of all time, Splashdown. Splashdown is a third season episode, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. A mid-90s Nickelodeon show about two boys, well, dubbed for your convenience, older Pete and younger Pete. Younger Pete being the one in the hat. They have adventures in an odd town called Wellsville. Now, I could go on and on. That's about enough exposition for now. Let's get a crackin'. As is the standard for this series, we get a nice opening narration from older Pete that sets the stage for the episode. So I'll let him take this one.
This is the Wellsville Municipal Pool. It opens every year on the first day of summer. It closes just after Labor Day. And in between lies paradise. For those 12 weeks, every radio station plays your favorite song. Every can opener feels like it's in slow-mo, and every trip to the deep end seems more beautiful than the last. In this chlorinated wonderland, one person was in charge of preserving the peace. That person was me.
What? He started it!
Most of my subjects obeyed me. Some would come to adore me, but in the end, one would try to destroy me.
After that little bit of ominousness, we get the backstory. Big Pete wants to sit on the Krebstar Hydro Thruster 2000.
Hydro Thruster. That should be my nickname. Greg Hydro Thruster McClurgicock.
Moving on. So, Big Pete wants to sit down on the mighty throne that is the Hydro Thruster, but there is one douche-tastic obstacle standing in his way.
Meet head lifeguard Matt Uplinger. Your average, ordinary, power-tripping moron with a not-so-average need to be taken seriously as a full-blown adult.
Thank you, Mr. Java, for being so good to me.
How much do you want to bet they masturbates in that chair when no one else is around? So Pete's job is pool cleaning with what he calls the big suck, and don't you dare, Greg, I swear I got a gun. It's pool cleaning for Captain Douchebag, where Captain on steroids ask him a big favor.
There's a dark side to the paradise of the pool. A yellow evil that lurks in the warm spots created by a mysterious pea terrorist known only as the Urinator! Yes, the Urinator.
So after spurting wee-wee C, a chemical designed to detect urine, Pete is put on Pee Patrol. Never thought I'd get to say that line. So Pete gets contacted by Monica Perling, Girl Scout of Death, who wants to volunteer for Pee Patrol, and Pete agrees, not knowing the massive amount of cock blocking that will ensue. Pete then meets up with the girl he had his peepers on in the intro, but Monica kinda cock blocks him. And when I say kinda, I mean a lot. Next, Captain and douche operator cranks the douche-meter up a notch by calling Adult Swim.
Adult Swim! All kids out of the pool!
Dreaded Adult Swim.
Trachtenberg, otherwise known as Dawn Summers, boldly states that while she can't stop Captain Dick Stain, there's someone who can. And I have just the soundtrack to his triumphant moment.
Raise your hand if you like electric eels!
Little Pete single-handedly destroyed Adult Swim, and Captain Penis Hat orders Big Pete to talk some sense into him, or he won't get his promotion. So Big Pete heads to the showers to do so.
Pete Wrigley on the warpath. He's kicking butt. He's taking names. He's kicking butt all over again.
He's also a man who no one understands but his woman. Shaft. I mean, the Pete. Big Pete continues to try to play good cop, but Little Pete ain't having it.
Look, Adult Swim is a disease. The pool is for everybody. Why do they get to hog it?
Now Big Pete's only option is wacky shenanigans to get his brother away, so he attaches a tape recorder to a dog with an ice cream sound in it to lure Pete and his kids next door operatives, crew, away from the pool. Kids eventually find the dog at the end of the rainbow. Little Pete takes it well.
Yes! Yes! And I'll crown you senior lifeguard.
Finally, I'd be king, and along with my throne would come the power.
Little Pete's not about to take defeat lying down.
Vengeance will be mine, blowhole!
Big Pete decides to take Captain Elephant Piss's offer. And Elephant Piss says that Big Pete can dock Little Pete, which means make him so he can't go back in the pool for the day, 3 times. On the 3rd, Little Pete's out of there for the summer. So Little Pete launches his next move, which is using the classic Buddhism Buddies maneuver to try and drain the pool. But Big Pete sucks him up and he gets his first docking. However, Little Pete is as far from licked yet, and he launches his next counterattack, and it's so epic, you're just going to see for yourself. So after the
betrayal! What? Betrayal!
Big Pete tries to have a talk with his brother, but it goes about as well as you expect.
All we're asking for is one stinking pool. We belong here, and you know it.
Pete, things are different now. I'm a lifeguard.
No, you're not. You're a traitor. To all kids. Everywhere.
Little Pete's words cut like a hot, buttery, delicious knife, leaving Big Pete to wonder if he's doing the right thing when his girl walks up, or accurately swims up, but she's apparently there with Captain Von Glossy Dick, leaving Big Pete even more confused and disgusted, probably because he thinks they've done more than have her sit on the bed naked while he cries in the corner. So Big Pete calls Adult Swim, but most of the hour goes by without incident, surprisingly. As a result, Captain, I'm running out of insulting nicknames for him, gives his throne to Big Pete. Probably should have washed it first. But victory is short-lived, as Little Pete plans to make a massive splash seconds before Adult Swim ends, and gives out an epic speech the 11th Doctor would be proud of.
Just wait 10 more seconds. Why blow your whole summer?
Because there are some things in life we're dying for. You used to know that. You used to care. So go ahead, destroy me. My splash will live on.
So Little Pete's triumphant, but Big Pete is told to dock him by Captain McNopenis.
You want to sit in that chair, Wrigley? You gotta pull the handle.
You do know there's a difference between a toilet and a lifeguard chair, right, Captain Stinky Dick? Yeah, Big Pete really should have washed that. So Big Pete makes his choice and cannonballs right into the pool and causes a chain reaction. So everyone joins in and forgets why there was even an Adult Swim, uniting them. But Cap needs to get laid, and I'm not normally the kind of douchebag who'd say that sort of thing. Won't take this lying down. However, Big Pete's got his number.
You! Do you have anything to say before I dethrone you? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Urinator! What's this? This is a setup! I'm one of you!
You want to hold your own with the adult self-linger? You gotta hold it in.
So if Captain Pee-Pee Von Tinklepants defeated, the pool's at peace, the adults and children are united, and while Big Pete didn't get the girl, he got his self-respect and his brother's respect back. In the end, that's what really counts. That was Splashdown, which over a year ago was my first episode of the series, and it's just awesome. Conflict's well played and very understandable. The villain is a massive douche, but a believable douche. The kind you hate, but you know that kind of guy. Really, my only complaint is that the girl of the week's kind of shoehorned in there and could easily have been taken out with Pete still having completely realistic and believable goals. But otherwise, it was a good episode, and I give it an A+. I'm Mogo. It feels good to be back, and until next time, courage.
Samurai with the gas.
Oh yeah! Who do you call when you want some pepperoni?
Samurai with the gas.
Right on! They're stamping out crime, and you know that ain't baloney. They're Speedy Ceviche, he's the leader of the bunch.
That's right!
A heck of a fighter, makes a heck of a lunch. And little Polyester, who's never afraid of going into battle when the bad guys invade. Here's Guido Anchovy, a wild romantic rover. This cat gets down with a love hangover.
You want to sit in that chair, Wrigley?